Just jumping right in.
We could record an intro after and just get started.
All right, cool. So I have this, I'm looking at the Reddit post also, and I have it sorted by top. So the first post I see is from user xpuliuko, something like that. Is that what you guys see?
Yep, I've got it pulled up as well.
Yep.
A few people commented on this one, so it might be worth reading. But he says, at some point I started to search some new altcoins to mine, found Turtle from random message board somewhere. At first I thought it was another meme coin, but I actually got impressed with the effort I saw the devs doing towards the development of the coin. Decided to mine and trade it a bit, decided I want to be a turtle in air. Which I became after acquired a bit over 1 million turtle. This is my favorite memory of the coin is Turtle Rain, where you can get free turtle by reacting to a message with specific emote.
Wow, he's been around a long time.
Yeah, because I don't think the rain function works anymore. He says, I got so addicted to getting free turtle from the rain, I set up notifications on my work laptop screen whenever it started to rain. One time I was at work in a client meeting, sharing the screen, and forgotten to set do not disturb mode on. And of course, turtle rain started in the middle of my presentation, making everyone attending the meeting see the turtle rain notification. I saw some confused faces in the meeting, but it's okay, totally worth it. Looking forward to seeing what this will be in the future. Best regards, Turtellini, I guess, is their Discord.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I do all of my turtle coin related activities on a separate computer completely from my work laptops. Just yeah, that would be funny seeing that happen.
My favorite comment is the guy right below responding to that one. He says, "How can turtle rain be obtained?"
When rain.
So we used to have a bot, and I think it was made by Moon Doggo, and he had a bot that would pick a random emoji, and in order to collect the rain, it would say "tut tut." It looks like rain, and then you had a few seconds to copy your wallet address, and you had to react with the correct emoji and paste your wallet address. And then I think after a while we removed the thing where you had to paste your wallet address. It was basically a copy of the Doge Dice bot that would be on dogedice.com. And whenever it was starting to rain, everybody would flood the chat with their Doge wallet address, and they would roach together some coins. And eventually, it ended up making the chat just untenable. So both in the case of Doge and Turtle, but I don't know what we were expecting, but that's how that happened.
That's amazing.
Yeah, we had a completely different tip bot back then too.
Was it in Matrix or Discord?
Discord.
Discord. All right, let's see. The next guy, the next person mentions see who is this? This is Discord.
The next guy's you, isn't it?
I just skipped over myself. I don't consider myself part of this contest.
How do you guys have it sorted?
By top, so it's the top upvotes right now.
Okay.
So I mean, if people are curious, they can read the post. Basically, I was looking for something to mine with my kids. They have like a mid-tier gaming PC that they were willing to use at night after bedtime. So I did some searches of the available options that we could use. They like turtles, so we went with TurtleCoin. And after that, it was just getting on the Discord, learning more about the community, people helping me out to get started. the memes are awesome. So yeah, I just kind of went full tilt with TurtleCoin. So
Well, that's pretty cool. Kind of a lucky pick at the time, I guess. How did your kids
yeah.
come across the concept of mining?
So so my younger son is like really nuts about space, outer space, spaceships. He watches he's 13 years old. He watches like NASA launches and SpaceX launches. So he was trying to like get some info about SpaceX. He stumbled upon Elon Musk tweeting about Dogecoin and asked me about what the heck is Dogecoin. So I told him about it, and he's like, "Well, that's kind of neat." He's like, "Can we mine it?" I'm like, "No, unfortunately, you can't." So that got us thinking, like, well, what can we mine? So that got us down the path of looking at different privacy coins and things that we can mine with a CPU or GPU. Yeah.
Wow. Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. And it's funny, like if I do, I mean, TurtleCoin comes up pretty highly if I just do organic Google searches for like coins to mine with GPU and things like that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder how that's going to affect our inflow of new people whenever we switch to staking.
Yeah, it's definitely something to think about going forward. I would definitely do some more videos with V2 because YouTube tends to rank pretty high on Google organic searches as well.
I was going to say, I think there's also, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh yeah, I think there's also a subset of the community that is not just searching for things to mine, but things to stake.
Oh, for sure. There's been a lot of people jumping into Reddit, and obviously a lot of people hopping into the chat asking, how do I stake? Where do I stake? And
we used to get that question a lot in the early days.
Oh, yeah.
But I think it was from the perspective of them expecting it to be like a masternode privacy coin. And that's kind of, I think, what drew in the majority of the people early on, because they were using things like Dash. They do things a little bit different. So here's a guy, Viper GTS. I followed Kevin Rose since the Tech V days. The episode of his Block Zero podcast was on TurtleCoin back in January 2018. It seemed like an easy and fun way to learn about crypto, so that's when I mined my first shells. Took a break from mining in 2020, but got back into it this year with V2 coming up. My office is now also my sauna as the weather gets warmer. Just wish GPUs were affordable and findable again. Discord user equals Fluffy.
That's a pretty cool story. Disconnect between the Reddit and Discord username. They're quite a bit Fluffy to Viper GTS. Nice.
Well, the one has got to be a car, right? The Viper GTS is a car reference. I don't really want to know what Fluffy's all about, but cool. that one I see come up a few times as we go through. You'll see the mention of the Kevin Rose.
That one was definitely a fun podcast. Kevin's a pretty cool guy.
And he links to it in the comments in there. So if people are interested, they can visit the post and click on the link. And it'll take you to
Good old dev mode.
All right, and it looks like the next one's from Senior Control 520. I heard about TurtleCoin through a friend of mine 3 years ago. I am totally numb regards IT and coding, but the Discord community and Medium post by Rock helped me to understand what it's all about. Since then, I'm very fond of this project, and it has a very interesting and slightly geeky community in Discord, of which I am a part. I am a cool guy, he notes. So that's Mr. Ripley and Mr. Turtley on Discord there.
Yeah, actually, he came in with a Ripple avatar, and his name was Mr. Ripley. So I changed him to Mr. Turtley as soon as he walked in, just so that we could set the record straight there.
Fair enough.
That's pretty fun. I mean, I'd never seen that before until I joined your guys' Discord, where like if somebody I don't know makes an offhand comment or something, and the next thing you know, their name is completely changed to reflect it. I think that's hilarious.
Well, it's kind of like in real life. Whenever you're hanging out with the guys, you can make one mistake, and then that's your name forever for the duration of your period in school. So I think it's a way to ingratiate people to the community and get them talking and get them participating. For a few days there, I was using a strategy where I would give people their own turtle name whenever they walked into the chat, and it increased engagement something like 500%, because the problem that we were seeing was that people would walk into the chat and then they wouldn't say anything. And I'm not sure if it was because they were intimidated by the subject matter being discussed, good or bad. And so hopefully we can figure out a way to get people to interact more whenever they walk in. Maybe they just don't know English. Maybe we need to provide more international spaces. But
yeah,
we'll figure it out.
And if I recall correctly, once you've got one of the colored roles, it allows you to change your nickname still, doesn't it?
Yeah. Once you've got any kind of role, or if you make a good case for changing it, we'll change it. There's always somebody who's going to be a bad sport about it, and it's no point in getting them all riled up about it. So.
All right, let's see this next one here. 6 Supersonic. When I first started learning about crypto, which was at the end of January 2021, so that's very recent, I wanted to mine XMR. I found a small mining pool and joined their Discord. One of the admins of Discord mentioned TurtleCoin, so I learned about it and found out that it was pretty easy to mine on the hardware that I currently have. So I got Violet Miner, connected to Fastpool, and started hashing. Turtle Discord is McPain or the Great McPain.
If I see him in chat, I'm gonna make him the Great McTurtle.
I love it.
That's funny. All right.
I'm surprised we haven't seen anybody yet that discovered us because they came from MinerGate. MinerGate was a program in the early days that was run kind of similarly to a lot of other of the mysterious Bitcoin services that showed up at the time, like I think it was HitBTC Exchange, Bitcoin, MinerGate. They all had the same visual aesthetic, the same design, and very mysterious origins. And it was a GUI miner that a lot of people used in the early days, and the rumor was that it stole a lot of your hash rate, and it was impossible to withdraw your proceeds from. So, that's how we got a lot of people in the early days. I'm surprised nobody's chimed in from then.
They might have been turned off by the whole thing.
Yeah, probably. We got this next guy, Fleshbag. This was late February, and I just started getting into cryptocurrencies and was looking to expand my knowledge base. So I looked into all this mining business, and the more I read, the more excited I was by the idea. Sadly, my expectations were tempered by constant assurances that we were past the point where any mineable coin worth anything had now reached such low returns that mining wasn't worth it. So, stubborn as I am, went looking for coins worth mining anyway, when I stumbled upon a comment on another sub that mentioned TurtleCoin in passing, so I looked into it. The tech looked promising, the upcoming update excited me, and the returns, if I joined a pool, looked decent, so I figured this project had legs. I'll invest a bit to get me started and get to mining. So I realized by this point in my reading, however, that it was 3 a.m. and I should probably go to bed, so I did. Sadly, I'm a hot mess. When I woke up the next morning, I'd forgotten all about it, and the TurtleCoin pages I had opened got buried under the mountain of other tabs in my system. It wasn't until a month later, as I was tidying up, that I stumbled across my research again and figured I'd check it out and see if it had any action, and it had multiplied in value 20 times over. Shit. I really started kicking myself, but then I realized that I was just being overdramatic and that this project still has so much room for expansion. So I put in for 250,000 turtle, which will be 2.5 later this year, right? And got to mining. That was 4 days ago, and I've already seen amazing returns. Looking forward to seeing where this train takes us. Clearly, this guy's in it for the tech. I don't know about you guys, but that's...
If he doesn't win, though, I'm going to have to send him a t-shirt, that's for sure.
Yeah.
You would rename him to I'm in it for the tech. That's another. He brings up a common question in the Discord though about what the conversion for turtle is in V2, and if it's 2 decimal places or not, right?
Yeah. So it's definitely 2 decimal places, and the whole reason behind that is it's a little bit complicated, but from a high level, think about it like spending in pennies. You know, it's basically like we're converting from a currency where people could be carrying transactions that are worth like the shavings off of a penny that shake off of it whenever you drop it on concrete. And all that stuff gets really hard to track because we have to put a little serial number on each one of those. And every time you send a transaction, that eventually goes in a block, and that's something that we hold forever. So it's a lot easier if whenever you go to buy a sandwich, per se, you could pay, 2 TurtleCoin or whatever the conversion rate is at that time. You could pay X amount of TurtleCoin, and it's very simple. And we don't have to have, this 3 million TurtleCoin. And great, now we have to put that on the blockchain forever. And, you could either have micro transactions or you can have a realistic network. And I choose to err on the side of having a realistic network. And I do see the compelling point that's made by some people that say that it might get too expensive to spend, but then I would just point at Bitcoin or something else that costs more than TurtleCoin.
Dakota Web 1999. I was in BitTorrent and someone commented, also buy TurtleCoin. And I liked the name so much, I learned how to use KuCoin and bought $100 worth of it.
Wow. That's pretty much all the TurtleCoin in existence.
Depending on when he bought it, right? Yeah, like I said, my kids we're also wild about turtles and just the name itself. So good name. I don't know, I could probably find like the history of TurtleCoin, where the actual animal name selection came from, but I actually don't know the origin story of the name.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe I don't know, one of these days somebody will remember one of these days.
Okay. Who wants to read this next one? Logical Duck.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Logical Duck 5097. I was up late and once again found myself watching Finding Nemo. I was drawn to the scene in which Crush utters the timeless poetic line, because we were like, whoa. And I was like, whoa. And you were like, whoa. Something about this tickled my brain. I couldn't figure out what it was, but I couldn't get it out of my head. It began to consume me. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't focus. My mind just kept coming back to this line. I spent all my time watching and rewatching this scene. I researched Crush. I traveled to the EAC. Dead end after dead end. My life was starting to unravel, but I couldn't let go of this obsession, and I couldn't get Crush's words out of my head. I was at the end of my rope when, rewinding the scene for the umpteenth time, it hit me. Backwards. I needed to listen to it backwards. As I played this line backwards, a sense of peace and understanding fell over me. For when you listen to it backwards, what Crush says is, TurtleCoin so totally rocks, dude. Okay, in reality, I got into crypto coin during COVID-19 lockdown and built a small hobby miner. I was first attracted to TurtleCoin because of the kick-ass logo. Once I started mining it, I found it was way more fun to mine thousands of TurtleCoins than a tiny fraction of ETH. Learning about and seeing the friendly and welcoming turtle community just sealed the deal. I still think it's the best logo of any coin out there.
Man,
That's great.
It's kind of funny how far that logo's taken us. Thank you for joining. I really appreciate it, buddy.
Yeah, I mean,
He was the one that designed the shield shell.
Oh, nice.
What'd you say, Brian?
I said it's done us so well that it's inside facial mask now, right?
Yeah, I walked into Home Depot the other day and they had the, what's it called, the safe turtle?
The cool turtles. Oh my god, I saw them in Lowe's the other day too.
Yeah.
What is it? Cool
It's
turtle.
to keep the
What is
mask
it?
off of your face, I think.
Yeah.
Oh.
Stops your face from sweating, and it's supposed to give you a little bit of room to breathe. I can't bring myself to buy one, just on principle.
Right.
Me neither. Somebody deleted theirs. I'm not sure what happened.
Yeah, it's possible. It might have been a kid.
Yeah, possibly. All right, Keknia says, I have a story. Far away in an enchanted land that seemed untouched by the steady march of time, there lived an old master named TurtleCoin, who found a baby turtle abandoned in the wilderness of the region. The old master raised the turtle as his own child, and marveled as the youngster grew and became uncommonly strong. Now the turtle known as TurtleCoin is on his own, and has become the sole guardian of his grandfather's most mystical possession, his TurtleCoin. Discord name Keknia. Pretty funny.
That was pretty good.
Just a Charlotte guy says,
I was just gonna say we did say that if you didn't have if you didn't want to share your original story of how you found TurtleCoin, that fan fiction was welcome. So some of these just
oh, that's good.
the ball.
That's good.
So some of these guys just took the ball and ran with it.
I definitely appreciate that some people decided to put together, something at least. That's pretty cool. So just a Charlotte guy says, one day, here I am minding my own business, mining Monero, when I noticed this low difficulty coin called TurtleCoin. I think to myself, wow, I could probably mine 1 million coins quick with this low difficulty. So I stopped mining Monero. I mine Turtle. I store my keys away. Here I am 3 years later, wallet still works. Yay. Discord, Scarge. I actually remember this guy. I've seen him around a while.
Now I have questions, because he says his wallet still works after 3 years, and at this point, with the number of users coming in, is it his Monero wallet that still works, or his Turtle one?
Hopefully it's his seeds. Or his spend view keys. All right, Bern, you want to do Era Bungalow?
I'm glad you said the name, because there was no way I was going to pull that one off, because that one's a little out.
Arab Angelo.
Era Bungalow. I'll go with that. So, I've heard about TurtleCoin some months ago from another coin chat when I asked what was possible to mine with a little off-grid photovoltaic system that was
Photovoltaic.
unused. Hey, dude, I'm a tech geek, not an electricity geek. All right, so
I hear you.
So the first infos about were like there's shitcoin quite light to mine turtle. I've literally tons of that shit. Not a good beginning, poor turtles. Curious to discover more. I've searched for a while and found that was one of the last in rankings, but looking at the website and the Android app was really well developed compared to other higher ranked coins. So I said, green mining for a green coin, it seems good. Let's try. And now I'm addicted to turtles. I'm really curious to see the version 2, so I'll mine as more as I can. P.S. I'm Arabong, the one with Bender avatar that burps flame from...
Interesting. I think I remember this guy. I think I gave him a new name. I can't remember. I think it was Just a Bong or something like that.
It's Smokey Jenkins. It's Smokey Jenkins.
Oh, it's Smokey Jenkins.
That's that.
Nice.
Yeah,
Smokey Jenkins. Isn't he the integrated circuit guy?
He might be, if I remember correctly.
I think so. He's pretty cool. Hopefully he does well. He seems to have taken the name well in stride.
Yeah, he's definitely not one that complained.
All right, so this guy is Naya Haya. So my story is pretty funny. I discovered crypto back in 2017. Whenever I see people say crypto, I kind of wonder, did he discover the Diffie-Hellman numbers or elliptic curve or, what did you discover? Did you discover, public keys? I discovered crypto back in 2017. What'd you say?
said it goes further than that. He originally discovered the Caesar cipher, so he's in good shape.
Yeah. So he says he invested a couple bucks into it like everyone did at the time. I was interested in mining as well, but didn't do anything on that side. Everything suddenly changed 3 days ago when I discovered for the first time the TurtleCoin. Let me explain the story. I'm a big fan of cosplaying and often go to conventions like Paris Game Week where me and my friends take our best costumes and show up there having fun all the day. Last week, me and my best friend borrowed a Ninja Turtle costumes from one of my best friends purchased at PGW and decided to go into the city dressed like this. The purpose was to have fun and see people react, but most importantly, the duty of our mission was to throw random pizza shares in the sewers to feed Ninja Turtles, because we love this anime, and it was a way of showing our love. We had order pizzas from Uber Eats, LMAO. We were high, of course. This was a good trip and funny moment. We often cosplay in the streets. It's fun and random, haha. We went back to home and laughed like crazy kids. This was a hell of an adventure. To seal our adventure, me and him were searching the web for that turtle best friendship necklace on the web, which I had seen previously, which we found on Amazon. We bought it. And by browsing the web, I accidentally found the TurtleCoin cryptocurrency. The love caught me, and it got me back into crypto. I couldn't believe there was actually a crypto like that. This made me smile so much. I decided to start mining it on my old PC for a few coins a day. I discovered the Discord server with amazing people in it. Fall in love, man. Now I'm looking for a better GPU to mine the beauty. Long life to TurtleCoin. Niha. Not bad. I kind of like that one.
That one's pretty
But I'm
good.
kind of sad about all the wasted pizza in those sewers. All those beautiful calories just thrown away.
Hopefully something's down there eating them.
Yeah, no doubt.
So are you going to explain why you're sad about the wasted pizza? Because of the difficulties with the pizza delivery service, or no?
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty hard to get pizza where I live. You order the pizza and then you hope that it gets here within 2 hours. So I've pretty much given up. Who wants to take section F?
I can do it. Let me see.
Go ahead.
Okay, section F. I'm not on Discord that much nowadays, but my username should be at section F. Here is my story. I had a really shitty computer back in late 2018. Had been in crypto for a year. I really wanted to try mining. I had heard about TurtleCoin before, but didn't know exactly what it was about. Anyway, as I was stubborn to find out if I really could mine anything at all, I stumbled on TurtleCoin again and read about it. I love privacy coins and I think they are extremely important. So I tried to mine and I got both surprised and excited when I saw that not only did it work, but I got a lot of coins as well. I have mined Turtle since then, never sold anything. It made me want to upgrade my GPU as well. I bought a new GPU with the cash that was supposed to go to food that month. I'm very poor. Jeez, man. But the joy of all that has brought me since then have been worth it. I love Turtle and love the community. Yeah, man. Hopefully a good hobby like that can bring you through some tough times. I don't know what to tell you.
Wow.
I don't know if you'd be. I hope you're seriously not giving up food for mining.
I hope there's some embellish there.
Yeah, could be a fine line between genius and disaster in that route.
Wait till he gets his power up for that month, you know?
Oh shit! Oh wow! Okay, so he actually said that he has a follow up in the replies. So I replied to him that a hobby can get us through some tough times, and it looks like he responded to it. He says, "Actually, you were so spot on. It's insane. I was coming from a 10-year drug abuse problem, was wearing off in rehab, cut ties to bad people I knew, so I couldn't get any drugs. After all that, I ended up sitting home alone, meditating a lot every day. One day came to me. I was going to take up my childhood / teenage interests again, computers / tech. Found crypto, invested a bit, and started reading a lot. One day I found TurtleCoin. It was such a blessing. I felt like a child again, messing around with things like miner programs, opening up computers and changing parts, overclocking GPU, etc. Now I am studying math and continue with IT studies to get to work with computers. I could be dead by now, but got a second chance. Okay, awesome. I say without a doubt that Turtle has been a big part of me being saved from a cruel destiny. That's awesome, man.
Wow, that's really touching.
Thank you for sharing, Section 8.
Section F.
Section 8.
Slip there.
Oh my!
Little
We'll have
Freudian
to edit
slip
the audio on that one.
Oh no, that's staying.
It took a dark turn there.
Shit! I can't. Apologies. Hey, he's doing better than that, right?
Oh man, that's his new name.
Oh God.
Find him real quick in the Discord. He'll appreciate it. He won't even know why until the video comes out, right?
Are people in the Discord listening to the stream?
No,
Oh, wait,
I'm not
they're
streaming
able
it
to see
live.
it.
I'm just recording. I'm just recording at this point.
Okay.
We'll share the recording. So.
That's funny.
Sure.
Damn.
All right. So Zuza310 says, I found out about TurtleCoin in an indirect way. I got a Raspberry Pi for Christmas, and I was thinking of cool things you could do with them. I'd remember that there was a sketchy company giving boxes to people that would play ads for 30 minutes a day and then go dormant. I figured you could probably do something like that and have it mine crypto for the rest of the day, so I installed XMRig on it. The hash rate was low, but I was intrigued. From there, I installed XMRig on several of my devices and started mining XMR. It wasn't until early February that I discovered Monero Ocean, a smaller miner pool that apparently maximized profit. I decided to try it, and I was intrigued by the algo switching that it did. A few weeks ago, I noticed that it started switching to Argon 2 Chukwa v2, but I thought nothing of it. A little while later, as the price began to rise, I switched over to mining Turtle directly for fun. That's what I'm up to now, and I really love the community. Ever since I've been on Discord, I've been welcomed and have enjoyed the company of my fellow turtles. Thanks, guys. Discord username is Zane. Oh, what's up, Zane?
Oh,
yeah, that guy's pretty cool.
That's just what I was thinking. Yeah, I just saw Zane and I'm like, he just folded a turtle for us, didn't he?
Yeah, he put together some really nice origami. He must have fingers of gold.
Let me open it up in a browser window here and get it caught in the stream here. Hold on. Yep, it just pulled it up on the stream there. Zane just folded that turtle. He got caught with his zipper down, so there we go.
And then he responded a little bit lower about the hash rate on his Pi, and he says, I stopped mining on the Pi before I switched to Monero Ocean and discovered TurtleCoin, but it got about 100 hashes on RandomX and about 300 to 350 hashes mining Scala with Panthera algorithm. Who knows, though? The power supply I have draws 10 watts, so it could be slightly profitable in the long run. 10 watts, wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've got an e-cig that puts out more than 10 watts.
Well, he's... ouch.
So a couple of these a little bit lower, a little bit of the shorter ones. Burn, why don't you take a few?
Sure. So we've got DM Brout, or Brout, depending on what part of the country you're from, right? I went to lunch with a friend of mine. I asked him what he did last weekend. He said he helped a few buddies spin up a new cryptocurrency called TurtleCoin.
I don't know if he actually spun up TurtleCoin or if he started mining TurtleCoin. That might be
Rock,
something
you know
lost
this
in
guy?
translation.
You never know.
Yeah, Rock, you know this guy.
Hey, you never know.
I think we
He
found
could've
people
been-
out.
Right.
Yeah, could have been Bebop or a previous RockSteady. You never know.
Fair
Interstellar
enough.
says, seriously, LOL. I just wanted to buy the cheapest coin I could find. I'm sure I'm not the only one. Edit for spelling. Well,
I think we can skip me pinning the...
Yeah, we could probably
right
skip a few
Yeah.
of these.
I think
Because I never...
Shiba
yeah.
Tricks.
Yeah, Sheba Tricks, and I never did put my fan fiction back in here, so that's good, right? Sheba
man.
Tricks. Oh, you missed it, Rock. Sheba Tricks says, "What's up, MetaPrinter? How are you? Hope you are fine. I googled Easy to Mine Profitable Coins 2020, skipping across some videos of Indian scams and Indians building pools underground. I found TurtleCoin. Edit. My mom doesn't want me to install Discord.
Oh, this is the one. This is the one.
Oh, his mom is a smart woman.
I just realized.
His mom probably joined the Discord chat and got a really ugly name or something, and yeah.
Oh man, yeah. You definitely need to be. You need to be ready. You need to be ready for it. And if you're a little kid, no.
I would not say it's a place for kids at all.
It's barely a place for adults.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, hardly.
Oh man,
let's see.
Hilarious.
Dev mode. I can't really pronounce half the ones in there. I'm gonna let you take that.
Oh, this is some kind of Star Trek copy pasta. I had to Google it. So I'm not gonna read that out. That's in some freaking Star Trek shit. I don't know.
Gotcha. And then we got
go to the next one. Vickers. So my story is not very exciting, but I found TurtleCoin recently while exploring uses for my CPU while my GPU to mine. I did a ton of searches for CPU mineable coins, but either none were doing it for me or they were abandoned projects. I tried CPU mining some other coins, but the process was so slow. I stumbled upon TurtleCoin during my search, and it is currently running on my CPU while the GPU is also mining. Discord Vickers. I will say that's a nice thing about TurtleCoin. I have a couple of old Macs that I don't use for anything because they barely do anything. And I have the CPUs mining on both of those pretty much 24/7.
On Turtle?
Poor Macs.
Yeah, TurtleCoin.
Oh, wow.
Using Violet Miner, CPU only. So I have like a 2000, what is this thing? 2015 iMac. That does like about 600 hashes per second, and then I've got a 2015 MacBook Pro that does like 2.5 kilohashes. So it's pretty good.
Put it in the freezer.
Put it in the freezer. Somebody told me the other day, they're like, because I just have the thing sitting open, the laptop. They're like, keep it open and just flip it upside down to help the airflow through it. I thought that was a pretty good idea.
Oh boy.
So it's sitting there like a tent.
Wow. Hopefully it's not in there cooking.
No, it's actually pretty cool. Not too bad.
All right. So here's a name that I recognize that I've seen around for quite a while. I guess he pronounces it Low Blow. He says, bought garlic coin when it was 5 cents. Thought it was a slam dunk. 100,000 garlic coins. I was already in debt because of my gambling, so I took out a cash advance from my credit cards. I'm going to stop reading here and just say this is a terrible, terrible, terrible idea. I advise nobody to do this ever. That's such a horrible idea. Anyway, if you hate your kneecaps, go ahead and do that. He says, I'm still not sure what happened to garlic coin, but I sold at 1.7 cents. Motherfuck, he took a bath on that one. He says, I think somebody sent me a tip on crypto memes or something about TurtleCoin, and it stayed in the back of my mind. Did some research, then traded Dogecoin for TurtleCoin. When that college kid bought $1,000 worth of TurtleCoin, I thought about selling, but I remembered Bitcoin and the price never going down. We have very different memories of Bitcoin. I bought 20 of them for $50. He says, I bought them for $50. I ended up losing 10 of them on Poker Seal, and then I sold the rest when Bitcoin hit $100. So I didn't sell my TurtleCoin. I'm glad that I didn't. With RockSteady's monthly Medium blogs, I knew this coin was solid, even though I didn't understand it at all. I did sell 75% of them when this price increase made all my money back, plus some. but I still have enough for proof of stake, and I'm looking forward to it. Well, I'm glad somebody knows how much proof of stake is going to cost, because we sure don't. So
I was thinking the same thing, but I think I'm going to go ask this guy how much he has, and it's going to be that.
That's proof of stake will be determined by low blow.
It's going to be exactly that much. It's going to be called one low blow. That's going to be the measurement. One low blow of turtle coins.
Instead of satoshis, it's low blows. That's amazing.
They're like, so what are the units of your currency? Well, we've got coins and we've got the shells you see, and then we've got the low blow. That's worth 1/37th of a shell, you see.
Well, they've been asking for an additional decimal place, so I think that's how we can do that, right?
Yeah. Garlic coin was something that there was like a rivalry between us in the early days. And I wouldn't say like a rivalry per se, because they're very dissimilar. But they were both, TurtleCoin and Garlic Coin were both kind of considered very memey in the beginning. And they were both kind of in the same starting point because of that. And so a lot of people would say, well, Garlic Coin's doing this, or Dogecoin's doing that, or we should do this. And it would always be trying to emulate these things that had brought success to other projects through happenstance or by earning it. So it's kind of funny. I sit back and I think about sometimes like what happened to all these coins that people used to talk about, like Stellite and Alloy and Pat Coin and Garlic Coin and stuff like that. But I don't know. I don't hear too much about it.
I've been on Reddit for at least 12 or 13 years, and I distinctly remember Garlic Coin.
Wow.
But I don't know. Yeah.
13 years on Reddit. I bet you've seen some shit.
Oh my God, I've seen a lot of shit.
Do you ever go in the Discord do you ever go in the Raven Coin Discord and tell them that it should be actually called Jackdaw Coin?
Yeah. That's amazing. I should do that.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So
right.
CO Mao says, bought a laptop solely for my work. Stumbled upon this coin and got hooked immediately. Now I'm distracted at work and most of my time is allocated reading about turtle coins. Just read about them turtle coins.
I mean, there's blog articles, don't get me wrong, but dude, you could probably read them all in a day, if not less, right? Like,
well,
yeah, I think it's more just having
with their lips.
I mean, you can easily leave the Discord open and just get consumed by the banter that goes on in there.
So much banter, so much.
Guilty as charged.
Yeah. I gotta actively close the tab out a few times to get some work done.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. People just assume that we just do this turtle stuff nonstop, but we're actually like doing code and stuff like that at our jobs during the
exactly.
day.
It's the exact opposite.
Yeah, when you see us, that means that something is compiling or we're hiding from accounting or something.
Right.
Or in my case, usually I'm on a conference call with my head ducked down, right? Or whatever it is, because it's too much. So I have to let it out somewhere.
Yeah. So LO4R says, my buddy stumbled upon the Kevin Rose podcast and forwarded it through to me. Will TurtleCoin to Dogecoin ever be like silver to gold? I feel like there's some shots fired right there. The guy below it's got the right idea though.
Yeah, his username's even don't stop 4R.
Yeah, I'm sure we're gonna hear from Sporklin about this one, but I don't think Dogecoin really matches up to Turtle. I think the only thing left unmatched is meme fanfare, and I'm not too concerned about that anymore. So Lord Over This says, I wish I had a good story, LOL. Mine was realizing I have a literal heap of unused GPUs, mostly workstation cards from budget gaming PC flips, lots of old Quadros and Fire Pros. Jesus. But also some older mid-range R7 and R9 and Maxwell cards. So I've been trying to find out if any of them would put up a worthwhile hash rate for Haven. Happened upon cryptunit.com while seeking out what a GTX 970 could do and had a "the fuck is TurtleCoin" moment. So now instead of mining Ethereum and Haven, I mine Ethereum and Turtle. Yeah, I think a lot of people have that. What the fuck is TurtleCoin moment? Sometimes I genuinely do think about like what a rebrand could do for us, but then I think about how much we would lose in the notoriety and the overall joyful phase of discovery that people partake in whenever they first discover TurtleCoin.
It might be pretty parallel to the concept of cucumber token.
Yeah, I was really just kidding about that, but people seem to be kind of running with it, so
Hey,
you never
some
know.
people really like the cucumbers. I'm just saying. Needs a nurse,
All right.
says, had a couple thousand Dodge and thought I'd rather have $1 million each of a few coins. If one gets to $1,
Oh, you cut out there. One gets to $1,
If
I'm
one
set.
gets to $1, I'm set. Searched and found Turtle and 6 others. And then you responded, much diversification, very coin. Nice. Didn't a guy have DM something as his username earlier, and this one's JDM something? Oh, DM brought. Never mind. DM brought.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. JDM something. Whatever. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. He has a cool snoovatar. He says, I saw a turtle on a rocket meme somewhere. I think that was you, sir. He says, Googled to try to find out who that was or what it was. Checked the exchange and realized I could get $1 million for, quote, cheap. I mean, who doesn't like to own 1 million of something? So just randomly got into it. But after joining this sub and reading info on it, it's a super cool project with a ton of potential. He said, you're a TurtleCoin whale. Cool.
Yeah. That's great.
That's pretty cool. I've always wondered how much it does cost to be a whale. In the early days, there was a role called the blue whale, and it was a role that you would get it was just like a little blue whale, and it let you into a secret chat, and it cost 25 million turtle to get into the Blue Whales Club. And it was like we all had like different ways of, in the early days there was there's no pre-mine, like there never has been a pre-mine or anything like that. And I was like, well, I'm going to get me some money. I'm going to sell this blue whale roll here, and whales can send me 25 million turtle, which at the time was worth 0. So it was kind of a fun thing. And a couple of people actually sent me 25 million. And so I had like 100 million or something like that. And then people in the chat started getting really cranky about inequality and all this stuff. And I don't know, rather than keep hearing about inequality and how their mining income wasn't significant to pay for this chat that nobody was actually even chatting in, I just went ahead and refunded everybody their 25 million turtle coin and deleted the roll. And we just never had that again. So, 25 million has been pretty easy to obtain lately. So I definitely wouldn't call 25 million a whale. I would say maybe if a billion would make somebody a whale. I've never had 1 billion. So yeah, I definitely don't consider myself a whale.
I've only been mining for like almost 3 months now, so I have a little more than 2 million. And when my kids see 2 million, they freak out. They're like, "That's amazing!"
G.I. Joes are on dad this week.
Freaking 2 million. So yeah,
that's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool to have. It's pretty cool to own 1 million of something, for sure.
Yeah, that was definitely some of the logic behind putting the supply at such a size, but who knew that it would also cause transactions to swell to such a size, and especially at 30 seconds per block, that makes it a pretty hefty network, and it makes it kind of tough to pass transactions in an efficient way. Especially whenever most of the transactions early on were from the early tip bot that did everything on chain, and people creating video hosting platforms on chain, and people putting selling individual pixels on chain for their own ad networks. That was pretty crazy too. So it's definitely been a long road. And are you back yet, or did we lose you? Lose him?
I'm here, but I think my headset's starting to die. I switched over to it,
Okay.
Yeah, my
I was laughing.
Bluetooth headset's about to die too. I'm gonna have to plug in to a hardline connection.
This is the
Look at all
downside.
you
Is
fancy
that
guys.
Well, I pulled the wireless headset out of the corner and I tried to charge it all afternoon in anticipation for this. But as I was telling Meta earlier today, I've had this headset what feels like 10 years. And I only use it when I put it on my head to run around and tell young kids what I'm going to do to their mother when I'm playing first-person shooters. So it's not really, like the headset that I use, if you follow my drift.
Not a podcast quality headset.
So what you're saying is you paused to play Call of Duty and ruin somebody's life in the middle of the podcast.
No. I'm just saying that I think the battery's dying because it's 10 years old, and the only reason that I have it is for that, and I don't do that very much anymore because I have other outlets for my frustrations, and it's called Discord.
There you go. But just go ahead and tell us, what's your kill to death ratio right now? Because I can hear buttons being pressed.
I don't have a K to D right now unless I'm killing blocks, but that's a different story.
There you go.
Anyways,
So,
we've got what is this? Jihad Dad or Jihad?
Yeah, I don't know.
Jihad. I kind of like Jihad's better.
There we go.
Yeah,
New name, Jihads.
Yeah. Miner stat. So I was looking for graphic cards in my country to mine with, but as usual, during the mining craze, you can't see any cards available. I saw some, and they were used GTX 750s and 1050s, priced $60 to $100. I'm going to assume dollars or whatever his local currency is.
Maybe he's shopping on Wish.com. You never know.
Oh, well, then he's definitely going to get a couple of winners there, won't he? All right, saw some RX 550s, new for nearly the same price with 1-year warranty. And I was like, lol, what can I mine with this thing? Went to MinerStat to check and was surprised that there's this coin Turtle that can make RX 550 2 gigabits as profitable as an RX 3060. What?
That doesn't sound right.
I'm gonna call bullshit on that one, buddy. That 3060 is gonna clean the clock on the RX 550, no doubt.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe electricity is super expensive where he is or something. I don't know.
No, it still doesn't add up.
Never know.
The 3060 is like pulling in easily.
You might as well be mining with an abacus if you're using that RX 550.
Fucking abacus.
I mean,
that's a good visual.
Possible. It'll take you a while, but it's possible.
That would be a good name for a cryptocurrency. Abacus.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Until you get beat out by slide rule, the better fork.
Son of a. That's Abacus V2 is slide rule. All right. What's next here? Liger 1610. Simple for me. Just got back into mining a couple months ago. Found it while browsing on mining pool stats. Seems like there's a lot of good support behind it. Hope it stays strong. Yeah.
Me too.
All right, next one from Freak. I don't have a story. I just want to be one of the people who trusted TurtleCoin at the beginning and harvest the big shells in the future. Plus, I love Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, so PD. I think that's supposed to say PS. I also feel like an idiot because I can't find where to buy them. Oh, this freaking guy. I made it simple. I just say KuCoin, right? I don't want to give him the whole list because then he'll whatever. So he responds, that's the website where I buy. I'm like, yeah. So now I give him the link to all the exchanges, and he still says he can't find TurtleCoin on KuCoin. And at that point, I'm just like, oh, whatever, dude.
Oh,
come on. I can lead a horse to water, but I can't get him to drink,
Yeah, that might have been an official from the SEC right there trying to get you. You never know.
Yeah. Well, I try to keep it informative and not, this is not financial advice. Do your own due diligence.
Yep. So Coco Lomoco says, I was laying in bed wondering how I can utilize all the CPUs for all my mining rigs, so I looked up, and a common mention across forums and Reddit was the TurtleCoin, and he even spelled it right. A quick Google search and curiosity led me to start mining TurtleCoin. That's pretty good. And then K2000. Wow, I'm surprised. This is a pretty long one to be this far down. It says, everything starts on 15th of March 2021. After formatting my Raspberry Pi, I used to host some old web pages in Kodi. I decided I wanted to do something with it, but didn't really know what. So I started Googling DIY Raspberry Pi. From the typical RetroPie game console to amazing magic mirrors, but didn't want to buy any hardware. And it was my wife that told me, can't you use it to get some crypto coins? So I started searching how to use Raspberry Pi to mine coins, and one of the first searches pointed me to TurtleCoin, official documentation. Do your test, search for compile XMRig Raspberry Pi, and on the first page you'll find mining with a SBC, TurtleCoin docs. This is how I first knew about Turtle. Sadly, the link didn't work, and had to search more about it, but I felt that this coin was something interesting. I kept reading most of the documentation on the page, even the last Medium posts about V2, and everything I read was really interesting. Then I joined Discord, and the first thing I saw was Crappy posting his usual image of I'm hard for men. Really disgusting, and he put that in bold. But people were nice and helpful, and most of the GIFs posted are amazing. That's what finally made me take the decision. Those GIFs and memes, amazing. Now I have 2 computers mining the whole day, at a shitty rate, and filling my wallet with 1,000 turtles per day and heating up my office room to crazy levels, and can't be one night without looking at Discord. Some days after, my wife asked me, are we getting Bitcoins? We'll be rich soon? So I thought about answering her, I'm in it for the technology, but that's not true. I'm mainly for the gifts. Discord user, my name is K. It's that's hilarious. I like that one.
That's a good one.
Burn, you want to take this
Is that
next
the best one? Is that the best one so far? I'm taking notes as we go through and kind of jotting down people's reactions. That's a pretty good one.
Pretty good.
There.
I like that one.
That one's pretty good, yeah, for sure. And this next one is actually Old Grey Wolf, which, of course, Grey Wolf's been around for a while, so this should be good here. He says, I bought my first Bitcoin and Ethereum in August of 2017. I used it to trade for other coins and for getting into ICOs. For 6 months, I was basically a day trader, swapping one coin for another, moving with the market and taking profits as I could along the way. At that point, I hadn't gotten into learning about blockchain technology. I was simply playing the market like I did back in the days when I traded stocks and made a tidy profit. I could feel the crypto crash coming, and the bubble bursting was ripe. So I started moving most of my assets back to Bitcoin in December of 2017. I hope after the cycle, or during the cycle, right? By the end of the year, in the early part of 2018, the crash was well on track. One of my sources of information on crypto was a Twitter account called The Merkle. I don't remember when, but the account closed.
I think we lost your audio again.
Get it together, man.
Oh my God! Where did it cut out at? I think my finger went off the push talk.
Remember, but that account closed. 4th paragraph.
Oh, gotcha. It was running tweets in 2017 and the early part of 2018, which were, what is whatever. And they would have a coin name in place of XXX. One such tweet was, what is TurtleCoin? There was a link to a TurtleCoin Medium article from a dude named RockSteady called How to Be a Good Turtle. It was a very interesting read. At this point, I realized that I wasn't going to be doing much trading for a while and thought, maybe I'll try to mine. TurtleCoin sounded like an easy coin to mine. I had no clue what I was doing, and I was using my working desktop at that time. The system was a Linux system. I don't even remember the specs because it's long since been disassembled and sent to the landfill. I found the Linux V032 software and tried to create a wallet to get an address to mine to. I was having problems getting the software to run due to the message. Man, he's got these notes on lockdown, doesn't he? Error while loading shared libraries.
He knows the exact error from 2017.
No.
All right, draw again.
Yeah, this is totally legit here. You know, Boost is complete trash, right? So I get it, Grey Wolf. Cannot open shared object file. I found the Discord room and joined. I went to the help channel on March 11th, 2018 and posted, "Hello, is this the place for help with the Linux wallet?" We could probably find this in the chat logs, right? Someone named Z Paul.
Yeah, that's probably where you got it.
Yeah, help.
That's probably where I got the timestamp, the date stamp from.
Yeah. I'll forever remember how much patience he had for an old dude who was clueless. I asked a lot of questions because I had no idea what all these guys were talking about. I wasn't familiar with the terms, and I certainly wasn't familiar with the technology. I could write a novella about TurtleCoin, but since this article is simply, "How did you hear about TurtleCoin?" I'll close at this point. And of course, this is Grey Wolf. And I figured out what's going on here. My push-to-talk key is the Alt key, and it's triggering accessibility options in Windows.
Got it. Good old Windows.
Yeah, sorry.
So, it's all right. The next one we have is the Grendel. I was staring at an old graphics card, wondering what to do with it, and couldn't find anything it could mine. A week later, I sell the thing on Kijiji and get chatting with the guy, and he tells me he's going to mine Turtle with it. I almost asked him for the card back. So after Eves, I rush back to my PC and look up this mysterious coin and come across this cool little crypto. Well, damn it. I'm going to mine this with my CPU while I figure out how to get it working on my new GPU. I love mining my coins and glad to find this community. This kind of reminds me when I stumbled upon Doge back in 2014 and really enjoyed the cool community. Discord name is Grendel. So the Tommiest Tom says, I'm in my 30s, applied for a first year of an associate degree in computer science to switch field, and I'm also studying an MBA. I had the idea to find a small, obscure project that would still be in development to set a foot in blockchain and learn from it. So I browsed CoinGecko in the far, far away pages. This one caught my attention with a few others. After reading the website, still the old format, that it was a meme coin and that the team wanted to make something technically solid out of it, I decided to stick around and check more. I installed the in-terminal wallet on Linux. Never could sync completely. It was so long. People complaining about sync time today don't know what it was. And my plan was to set up a node to learn how to do. In the end, everything was a bit too hard for me, so I focused on my MBA in the first year of associate degree. But after browsing the blog, seeing changes and updates, new website, new wallet, etc., I finally bought some. Kept telling about it on the daily thread of our cryptocurrency to be either downvoted heavily or being told, that's a scam. How did you not realize it with this name? Finally, when it pumped a bit, I bought some more. In the end, I got my brother to mine some. Discord name is sfaces. Let's see the next one. Jong Sung. He says, I'm Korean. I hope you understand my poor English. I entered coin late. I was interested in mining. I looked for information, but I only had an old computer. But we've tried it, but the coins that were already popular have less mining. So I looked for it and found a turtle coin. The turtle coin was being worked hard by the management. The turtle coin seemed to hold infinite possibilities in the shell of a turtle. There's also an update on V2. I think we were lucky to find it before V2. I thought the turtle was slow but could beat the rabbit. Then they started mining. It was slow, but I started to get one or two, and I was happy. We're mining today for the slow-moving turtle. I don't sell turtle coins, but I own them, because it feels like raising a turtle. I wait for the day when I swim like in the water someday. Discord, Jong.
I like that story.
Well.
I like the story.
Yeah, he put some good effort into that. So AR Fenwick says, cheapest coin on Qcoin in the BTC exchange, and thought it would be good to throw a little money into it after some research, being totally honest. Planning on keeping it long term and see where it goes. I bet you are.
He did his research. What are you talking about? He's in it for the tech.
He's in it for the tech. He's completely in it for the tech. Somebody want to take Massive Okra 3892?
I'll read it. Yeah, Massive Okra. I was spinning the free daily wheel of Daily Wheel of Fortune at bc.games because I was looking to earn/win some free cryptos. Of course, I eyed the one BTC jackpot that never came. All I ever received was Turtle. At the end, I thought this was their native crypto. Turtle sounded cool, so one day I started having a look into CoinGecko to see what it was. TurtleCoin reminded me a bit of the Doge, but when I took a closer look and learned it's a privacy coin forked from Bytecoin, I was hooked. Now all my payouts from Publish OX,
Publish
going to
0x.
KuCoin, Publish 0x, going to KuCoin are converted to Turtle. My Discord crypto links.
Nice. Not bad.
I'm gonna switch my headset real quick. Let's see if this works.
That's fine. While you're doing that, so the original TurtleCoin V1 was forked from the legacy Bytecoin codebase. It's the same codebase that Monero was forked from. It's the same codebase that Aeon was forked from. Well, actually, I think Aeon was forked from Monero later on. But a lot of the early CryptoNote coins came from Bytecoin, which was the first reference implementation of the CryptoNote protocol and spec. So the way that TurtleCoin was created was with a tool called ForkNote. And ForkNote was a tool by a guy, I think his name was, DJB. Or no, not DJB. I'm not sure. But he was on GitHub. Really nice guy, very helpful. And it was basically like you plug in some parameters and it generates a network, and it does that by grabbing the Bytecoin code and substituting the variables and things like that that you put in the config. So shortly after that, we ended up moving on from the ForkNote code base and moving natively to just the Bytecoin code base with the modifications that we needed to make it turtly. And then stacks and stacks and stacks of commits and everything since then from IburnMyCD and ZPalmtree and others. Here we are now. And so V2 is going to be a completely new code base, completely written from scratch. IburnMyCD has written the majority of it right now. And it's something to be paid attention to, because it's not what other people are doing. A lot of the CryptoNote coins, to my knowledge, I don't know of any that are proof of stake in the manner that we're doing it. I think there might be one other that's doing proof of work plus proof of stake, but it's not necessarily the same. So I'm looking forward to the deep investment that we're making in the new technology and seeing where that takes us in V2. It's something pretty cool to think about, and it definitely gives me a lot of hope and a lot of excitement to try it out.
Did you just say investment?
Yeah, like investment in time and stuff like that.
Okay, so you're here for the tech.
I'm in it for the tech. I
had to. That's the trigger.
You got me, dude. You got me. So, JCash5ever says, the last bull run was beginning to wind down. Took another month or so for ETH to begin to fall from 1400. I saw this, and it's just a picture link. I haven't clicked it yet. He says, realized I missed most of the bull run, but was looking for new and innovative things. First time mining, so I jumped in. Forgot my Discord. Shows up as Bogdanov.
I think this user.
Clearly, he's also in it for the tech. We got so many people that are in it for the tech.
I'm so excited.
We got Red Geck. I'm new to cryptocurrency and I really love turtles. I'd heard about Dogecoin. Besides fundamentals that Doge doesn't have, I love the concept of meme and use of dog photo for a coin. I wish there was a coin with turtle shape. I desperately searched on Google and find out, wow, there is a coin. I jumped and bought some. To be honest, at first I thought it was a meme coin without fundamentals, but after research I found no, it's a really good coin with a true white paper. I look forward to V2 now. Discord is Mokia.
Also,
which white paper is this?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The only white paper that we have was written by GNS3, which is a artificial intelligence type of deal that kind of takes in a large data set and then just makes it up as it goes along. So although it's kind of funny, it does sound at times, it sounds a little bit accurate, but it's still completely just machine written. It was something that we put together to get all the moon boys off our back that kept asking for a white paper. So, haha, joke's on you, charade you are. Das Double says, I literally saw this video of a kid saying, I like turtles, and thought to myself, if there is a Dogecoin, is there also a turtle coin? So I searched that thing up and found out it's even possible to mine turtles. Bought myself 2 green-colored old Windows XP motherboards for $30 and 4 RX 570s and started mining turtles. I like the turtles. My boss liked but I like TurtleCoin even more. My grandparents even used to have 2 turtles. They always climbed on top of each other to escape their cage. I mean the turtles, not my grandparents. One even managed to escape by doing so and crawled through the flat of my back then 70 years old grandparents and then stopped at the bathroom, watching my grandpa shaving himself. Since then I like turtles. And that is Elias Sells from Discord.
I
funny.
just want to throw out there that I have a mental image of a turtle standing there watching an old man shave himself. Not just the face, but arms, legs, everything now. So thank you for that. I appreciate that.
Don't Stop for R says, great contest, MetaPrinter. I used to run things like this. It's a tough job that looks easy. Great work, friend. Yeah, good job, MetaPrinter.
We got Grizzly Connor. The first time I read about TurtleCoin was through my favorite conspiracy site, UboveTopSecret.com. Hooked ever.
Oh my god.
Jesus. My interest in Turtle got me to educate myself on how to mine crypto, and now I've started mining it too. Grizzly Connor on Discord. And UboveTopSecret.com.
Top minds. Above Top Secret is one of those OG websites that you have to be on some of the higher echelons of the spectrum to be able to understand. It's definitely it's not for the uninitiated.
So you're saying I'll get it. Got it. Okay.
There's some high grade truth over there. That's all I'll say.
All right, we got Diligent Peanut 7421. Heard it from a friend who heard it from a friend who heard it from another turtle. Ain't messing around.
Well, I guess we can just declare a winner then. You know, if that guy, he said it right there.
Yeah, no joke.
Impression OK 4798 says, simple. I wanted to buy my son a turtle. I Googled with the love of a father for turtles. I found the TurtleCoin page, and now I have to mine till my son gets a turtle, paid with turtle coins. Oh, poor son. Poor son. It's Raulinho says, got on Fiverr and scored a guy from Pakistan to guide me to set up my Windows 10 PC to mine Turtle. I really wanted to mine BTC, but he insisted I learn the ropes with Turtle. Turtle was my gateway drug. Nice. On Skill 4662 says, I was on a night out with the boys and my friend out of nowhere told me to check out this coin, Turtle. I was a bit skeptical at first, but when I saw the devs and the effort which was out into it, I was genuinely impressed and told him that it's way undervalued. One day later, the TurtleCoin run began and boom, earned a handsome profit. Still hodling. Discord F Nanio.
Also, here
So
the tech.
yeah, clearly he is tech. TKN43 says, so, actually this is a pretty funny / sad story. I'm researching crypto from 2017. I found out about game credits, which was a scam. You would mine some of that coin and buy video games, basically. I destroyed my laptop for this. Anyway, so me and my girlfriend moved to another big city to start a new beginning on our own, without money, without anything on the side, plus a dog and a cat. We struggled a bit, then I remembered about crypto when the January boom on Bitcoin, so I started trading again on Binance. The account was still on, and anyway, I was so angry because I was playing with $20 and making 2x profit, which means $40. Well, you check that math again. I was playing with $20 and making 2x profit, which means $40. That is correct. Which is not that much. So I just got angry that I didn't have money. And then a friend was like, hey, dude, I'm playing on this casino online with Bitcoin. Give it a try. I gave it a try, of course, without even putting something in. Won some XLM cash out. I was super happy. On a daily spin, they were giving this TurtleCoin, which for me sounded like, wow, is this the next big thing? So I gave it research and found out so you can mine it, set up on my laptop, join the Discord and all that beautiful community, by the way. So I started mining. I don't know, I trust small crypto because they have a chance to get big. Once you're big, it's harder to get bigger, as for Bitcoin, for example. Turtle inspired me trust, and also my girlfriend. It's super happy about me that I learned to set up a miner program and that you know basic coding and command. I'm proud of what I'm doing and I believe in Turtle. Big up. Technetium7440 Discord account.
This is the second time that somebody's mentioned this casino where it sounds like somebody was giving away a bunch of turtle.
Yeah, I wonder what the referral is on that one.
I don't know, we could probably ask...
Fast Dad 62. What were you saying?
So we could probably ask Judas, he might know.
Yeah, Judas. My kids were huge turtle fans. You know, the mutant teenage ninjas. My GF has turtle statues all around. So when I found TurtleCoin, it was a no-brainer after I did my DD, which stands for due diligence. Jumped with both feet and bought $1 million. Turtle power. Go, Turtle, go. That was 3 days ago. Blank Sphere says, was at the zoo with my wife and 2 kids for about 1.5 hours. Just arrived at the petting section. We can actually touch some animals. Was busy with my phone checking out the pricing of BTC with other cryptos. Someone I don't even know got a glance at my phone and told me, "Hi, do you investing in crypto?" I responded, "Why, yes, I do. I'm a man of culture." And we was talking a bit. After like 3 minutes, he said, "You know, there is also a coin called Turtle." I was like, "Oh, come on, no way, what the fuck?" He told me, "Yeah, ignore the name for a second. May I show you and teach you about it?" And from there on, I'm here. Discord name blank.
I kind of want to post that over to, yeah, that happened.
Yeah. Yeah. RJC Beats says, I found it on CoinX when I was looking for low cap coins, and I was like, oh, that seems cool. I'll check it out. Been holding since 0.00005. Hey, who snuck in all these decimals into TurtleCoin? That's all I need to know.
That would be the people in it for the tech.
Helios Trading says, I actually run an educational Discord, and while looking through KuCoin's top gainers and losers for the day back in January, I noticed a coin that was at 2 sats and 100% gain. I waited for it to go back to 1 Satoshi before putting in a small risk position suggestion in my group attached. It went up from 1 Satoshi and doubled in price, and then I started seeing more potential in it than just a simple scalping coin and began feverishly advertising it to my group and other groups as well on other platforms. At one point, I'm pretty sure half of the turtle tags on Twitter came from me. I continued preaching about it for the next few months, and when I went to Florida about 3 weeks ago and bought a small turtle shrine, initially as a joke, it started going up in price like crazy. Because all of my real-life network knew I had invested in Turtle early, so when they saw the price go up insanely, it basically gave me so much clout. TurtleCoin changed my life, really, and for that I'm truly grateful. This community is one of the strongest low-cap communities out there. Thank y'all. Turtle Call. Nice. And Galat Kalpana says, it was a casino site. Motherfuck. Another casino site. It was a casino site where I saw this coin. At the time, no one thought about this coin. Finally, it will be the best. FileDrog says, got into crypto in general because of TurtleCoin. I had been lurking around, not buying any asset for half a year. Found TurtleCoin and fell in love with the community and the coin itself. Turtle to the moon. Discord tank. Then we have Warm Storm 5100. Holy shit, I'm only halfway through this list. Wormstorm 5100 says, a couple of months ago, when lying in bed with a cold, I've started listening to all different podcasts about crypto, and after 3 days of soaking all the information I could in 3 different languages from unaccountable sources, I was caught. I started investing, small first, learning about DCA, etc. However, I was still looking for a project which is not as serious as the main cryptocurrencies, and also wanted to start mining and hoarding coins. With my old hardware at home, GPU mining was impossible and not really a challenge for me. On one of the fan discords, I had been made aware of a fun project, which is maybe not taking things as seriously as others, has a great crypto name, and you could mine on CPU. So I've used my super old laptop first, and after something like 20 years, started relearning how to configure batch files. Last time I've used this ability was when editing Eye of the Beholder saved games back in the 90s to get better items in the inventory. Things have not changed much in this sector. Nice. Finally, after having configured my rig, I've started mining my first ever coins. On the 10-plus-year-old laptop. Yes, it still worked. It does not work now. After mining for a day, it gave up. I've managed to mine like 50 turtle. Wow. Then I realized it's not so much. And the desktop with an i7 is a tiny bit faster. Another round of tweaking made my rig stable, and now I can mine pretty much 24/7 on the machine. Have learned so much and still having fun, and also on the TurtleCoin Discord. Dead man. That was funny.
Nice.
You guys want to do a few?
Yeah, I'll hop back in there. I don't know if Meta actually came back at this point yet, or if he's still swapping his headset. But
We should go until we get to the ones that only have one upvote.
yeah, I think we're getting pretty close. So yeah. What do we got here? Jaco JVV. I was surfing the net one night, and as I normally do, while drinking rum, and came across some sea turtles and a man with the name of RockSteady. The next thing I knew, I was in a community just as friendly as the people in Tortuga and welcoming. I got instructions from this man on how to set up a wallet and a miner. And from there, it was sea turtles, mate. Lots of them. Bingo games. We drank and threw coins around like there was no tomorrow. Aye, those were the days, Captain Jacko.
Man, Jack's been around for so long.
Yep, and then we've got Archangel LB. During the last bull run, I'd found the coins I liked for all these use cases, the contracts, the supply chain, remittance, etc., but not money with privacy. Couldn't find what I liked until Turtle, both having all the right stuff and the longest shot. I really like the community, not trying to force price success, as well as even on the bull run. World at large, still not ready. Magic internet money, but it will be here when it is. Arch. And we've got Thick Chemist. Thick with a CK, so we're clear. Late 2020, I found a few old 2GB RX 550 graphic cards in my garage. I used to mine with them a long time ago. Google search brought me to the cryptunit.com, and I started my research there. One coin stood out. It was Turtle. Not sure why, though. It might be because I'm an old fan of CryptoNote. I was around when BCN and XMR were at their early stage. Privacy coin is always a thing for me. It might be because of high emission. It's always nice to have thousands of coins as compared to 0.x coin. It might be because of the developers have actual plan going forward. I like the V2 idea. It might be because of it being an animal coin. Oh man, I used to collect the dog one. You know what I mean. It might be because I happened to get a pair of red-eared slippers a couple of days earlier. What a coincidence.
Sliders.
Sliders. Oh yeah, sliders. I don't know why I read the slippers. Anyway, I'm here now. I'm a hodler and very happy with the progress of the coin. And more importantly, I can't wait to contribute to the TurtleCoin community. Nice to meet you all, Wimbucks.
I like that he wants to contribute to the community. That's something that we definitely, at least I try to keep note of the people that voice wanting to contribute to the community, whether it be, fixing spelling errors, writing documentation, things like that, or even writing code. It's always an exciting day when another dev walks in and they're like, hey, what can I do? And sadly, sometimes the answer is not a whole lot right now, but yeah, it's always great. And I think with the increased amount of fanfare around us right now, it's definitely bringing those people in a little bit faster. So that's kind of exciting.
Oh, definitely, for sure. It's exciting to see that, and I don't think there's been a whole lot that have, at least as we've scrolled through these so far, that have mentioned wanting to contribute, for lack of better words, right? So that certainly stands out in my mind, at least better than the next gentleman. What is this? Nash Bar Shaft?
Knock Bar Shaft.
Who apparently I started the whole cryptocurrency thing back in the summer of 2017 when Bitcoin was still at 2,000 euro. Before, I was only
Wow.
investing in ETFs, so I was already used to the concept of hodling. I formulated the same plan for the Bitcoin I bought, albeit with only about $500 of invest. By January 2018, I had made some good returns, so felt ready to invest in some altcoins. Back then, I was an active lurker in the German image board Krautchan. Jesus. Oh, my eyes are getting crossed. Which is now called ColdChan. There were a lot of threads talking about the newest pump and dump.
You raged so hard your shit disconnected. He says, there were a lot of threads talking about the newest pump and dump altcoins, and I wanted to have some of that sweet, sweet cash. Among other shit coins, which are all forgotten by now, someone mentioned this new meme coin called TurtleCoin. Shout out to that Burned. I remember that guy. Because I hopped into the Discord and got me my first OTC 5 million turtle. Trading was still allowed back then. Over the course of some weeks and months, I saw that this was more than just a quick money-making scheme. Here were some real dedicated developers just trying to code something which is private, fast, and easy to get. This, but without all the marketing mumbo-jumbo, for which I fell so many times with other coins. Because I don't know how to code and have a time-consuming job, I couldn't really help with the project much. But I still learned how to mine on a shitty-ass laptop. Tried to help at least a little bit by translating the homepage. Learned that proof of work even means and how cryptocurrencies function generally. All things which I originally didn't even thought I wanted to learn to do. Because to be honest, at the start, I just wanted in on the free money. Naturally, I'm still in it for the money, but now also for a lot more. To quote Crappy Rules, I'm in it for the community. I saw the rise to 30 sats, saw the downfall to 10 lits, but I didn't really care. I just kept hodling, accumulating, lurking in the Discord, and following every news from the dev team, and I'll continue to do that. To all the developers, a big thanks for this nice 3-year ride. Also, shout out to the guys running the guy running Trade Ogre. It's the best trading site I've ever witnessed, even though it looks sketchy as fuck. My Discord is not really important. If I win something, just let it rain on DevCore, or buy some crack for Crappy. Your choice. You know, I gotta hand it to this guy who's definitely able to be candid with us, and I like this one. It was pretty good.
I seem to as well.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Official Lovis says, all right, so the story begins in February when I was looking for new cryptos. I wanted an easy one to mine with a bright future. So on Bitcoin Talk, I literally searched easy coins to mine, and some people were talking about coins easy to mine with 2 gigabyte GPUs. So I started looking at what coins they were recommending, and some guy talked about Turtle among many others. Next thing that I do is check on CoinGecko if it's on there so I can find the website, white paper, and roadmap. Not going to lie, if the project was called something I don't know, if I would search for this coin, to be honest. After looking into it, I thought this project was cool and I love turtles. I've got 3 turtles as pets in my life. So I decided to give it a shot. I downloaded the wallet, joined the Discord, and started mining. Then I heard about that V2 and I thought that this update could make it even better, so my brother joined me and we mined together. I've told my friends to mine some and they did, so my crusade is done. Because of the mining difficulty, it's hard to mine for me and my bro, but we are just holding. And in a few, we will have green Lambos with the turtle icon on it. I genuinely think this project is going to go far, and I can't wait for it to evolve into something massive. Thank you for reading my not-so-interesting story, Lewis.
Nice. Next one's fan fiction, it looks like.
Yeah, let's hear it.
All right, I'll try not to mess up my alt key here. How about that? I remember it like it, or I'm sorry, it's from Matthias Antonelli. I remember like it was tomorrow, hee. It was late 2017, and I was lost and alone in Dodgeland. All my friends and miners that I know in Dodge Have moved out to another planet, the Ether. But that planet was something very big and complex for me, an outsider looking for his life goal. If I entered those mines and remote locations on this planet, it could be my last stop because I didn't have enough resources. That's the 4 gigabyte video RAM board. To search for that dark matter called Ethereum. So I found that in December there was a planet called White Earth that by some miracle managed to generate another... Oh my god, it's a run-on sentence. White Earth that some miracle managed to generate another planet, Gitfork, called the Paradise of Green Turtles. So I turned on my 2 gigabyte spaceship and saw that it had enough resources to stay there. That's when I met Splinter, who took care of all the maintenance part of the site. That's the devs. And he told me that I had a mission to help him look for more lost turtles off the coast of every planet, and that would make them suffer. And any entity wants to track them down and end them all. In return, I would get a coin with the turtle symbol that was called TurtleCoin. At that time, it was really easy to find several turtles with my system low level, but with the arrival of more and more outsiders, much more prepared than me, the difficulty of obtaining these has risen drastically, and I no longer found any more options, but the community we form is invaluable to me. Even though I have not achieved miraculous returns, I am happy to help with a project so good that it will help someone's safety. If anyone wants the part 2, I can create. Matthias.
That was one entire whole fucking sentence.
There were a handful of commas scattered throughout there, but Matthias, buddy, fix the period on your keyboard.
I hope he took a breath while he was writing that.
And then not every blind, he's a Shakespeare. Holy crap.
So Jesus Siete says, "Hi, I am the great Atuin, a gigantic turtle evolving through the universe. I'm carrying the Discworld. I'm currently carrying you on my shell. How? To make it short, I carry on my back 4 elephants named Beryllia, Tubal, Typhon, the Immense, and Jurakin, themselves supporting with their shoulders the world disk. I am 15,000 kilometers long and the elephants 3,000 kilometers high. But we don't give a shit about these informations. Who asked? I have a problem. Who asked? I, the great Atuin, am the only creature in the multiverse that knows exactly where I'm going. And right now I'm stuck at the toll booth of the Milky Way, Highway 794. Usually we pay in kind, -18. But since this son bitch is paying her taxes in sun, I have to pay with my crypto token too. While doing some basic research on CoinMarketCap from the library of the Andromeda Galaxy University, I discovered the existence of TurtleCoin. This is how I discovered the TurtleCoin and the currency of the Earth's elite. But this doesn't solve my problem. I have to pay the toll and continue my way to a black hole to kill myself because I'm fed up with this shitty life. My wife has left me. My kids are drinking Monster. The Great Milky Way Court has taken away my rights to access health services and family benefits. Anyway, send me some TurtleCoin. Kiss. Attached a picture of me. Selfie Tinder. Eliaso.
Do it. Click it.
Do it, man.
All right, let's see. Oh, thank God. It's a turtle.
I clicked it. It's loading. Oh, there it is. All right, cool. All right. Whew. That was my risky click of the day there, and I think that's probably a good spot for us to finish reading them. That was pretty good.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I'm thinking that they're going to start a little
degenerating a little bit.
Yeah, and if they're not getting a whole lot of upvotes, they're down there. So.
Yeah, so I think MetaPrimer, as his new name is, whether he knows it or not yet, I think we lost him. But I think earlier we kind of talked about how did TurtleCoin start, and I think I remember some of the story here. And the way in the early website, it had a little bit of the story on the front cover, and kind of the way it goes is Bebop and RockSteady were sitting around having beers, and Bebop was saying that, I bet that these projects just can't happen these days without an ICO and big funding and a big name and a lot of big investment and that type of stuff going into it early on. And RockSteady apparently took issue with that and said, "Hang on a second, you don't need any of that. You don't even need a serious name." And so a few minutes with MS Paint later, TurtleCoin was born. RockSteady said the words "Hold my beer" and launched the Genesis block. And apparently it's been history ever since then. And so that's kind of how the story goes, or at least the way that it was written on the original website. So hopefully MetaPrimer gets to hear that part.
Oh,
I can hear. I just can't
Hey,
talk.
you're back.
I'm back.
Just in time.
Jesus. Sorry about that.
I can hear you now. It's all right, man.
All right, awesome.
We got to a comfy stopping point in there, and everything was pretty
I'll
good.
go. I was able to. Yeah, I was able to listen in, so I got all of that. I was taking some notes, putting some scores down. So I'll go through the rest of them.
You've definitely got a tough job.
Yeah. Who's the AO person that helps kick this off?
AO, he is in the chat. He's a trader. You can find him in the Turtle Traders chat.
Okay. All right. So
yeah, it's kind of lucky that he has a name that you can pronounce, because usually it's non A through Z characters.
Right.
Oh, it looks like we missed one fan fiction story. I went and dug it back up out of the channel here.
All right.
It was very
yeah. Let's hear it. One more.
So it definitely didn't make it onto Reddit, and Meta, this may sound familiar to you. So it says, that evening, as I entered General, I could feel RockSteady undress me with his eyes. I sat there wondering if I should say hi, but ultimately deciding to play hard to get. Across the room, I saw Fexra with his feminine facial features and up-to-the-knee leather boots. As I scanned through the GitHub repo, my thoughts again turned to Rock. What had he done? What was this mess? He was very naughty and needed to be punished. That's when I felt it, the wetness, the moisture between my eyes. I rushed to the restroom to figure out what had happened. Upon dropping trowel, I quickly discovered that the wetness I felt was that I had sharded my pants. And then it just ends there, for whatever reason.
Ridiculous.
Wow. I wish I could say that that's the first time I get that, but I tend to get that a lot.
Okay.
All right.
What can I say? I have that effect on people.
All right, guys. Thanks. Thanks.
Yeah,
for
it's been really
joining.
fun.
Thanks for reading these with me. I will pick winners and post them in Discord. Where should I put them? In general marketing?
Yeah, put them in marketing. That way we'll see them, because it's a little bit less traffic, and then we'll make an announcement on the announcements channel and then the Twitter. But I'd also like to hold that until we put together the video. I can have it together by tomorrow about this time.
Yeah, no rush. I can. I mean, if I can post. Yeah, I just want to post it somewhere, maybe internally for us three or whoever.
That's fine. I can make an internal channel for the contest and then just delete it when it's done. And
yeah, perfect.
So, Burn, how do you want to send me the video?
I'll stick it in like a drive or something.
Yeah. Just put it in that spot you put that thing that time, and then I'll get it there.
Oh yeah. That thing that was crunchy with the nuts.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I really had fun doing this. So one thing that I had been kind of thinking about is we should probably do like a little TurtleCoin podcast, like a semi-monthly thing. It doesn't have to be like a weekly or anything like that, but it would be kind of cool. An audio format's a lot easier to talk about this stuff than writing it on the blog. So maybe like a little semi-monthly or whatever podcast is in order.
Oh, for sure. That's been something that I've been thinking about doing for a couple other things, because this is not my only hobby, believe it or not. But
all right,
so it would be.
I'm happy to join when I can. I can join as the non-expert.
That works, man. That works. You have a good microphone presence. You have a great face for radio, as my mother would tell me. And
I got the hint. I'll go get a mic. All right.
Yeah. I've got a pro mic over here that I can plug in for next time. It's just that I've got kind of a complicated setup with the computers over here. So right now I'm just holding a laptop on my chest, and it's currently cooking my nipples. So
I'm jealous.
Yeah. Well, Anyway, guys, let's end the recording, and we'll gather up all the audio files and all of our media files, and hopefully, the Discord server that we're in is pretty boosted. It's got like 43 out of 30 boosts, so we've got the most file storage we can get. I'm sure we could at least get the audio on there, and depending on the video compression, maybe we can get that on there too. But I'll make a little marketing channel real quick, and then we could just end it there.
All right, awesome. Thank you.
All right, does anybody else have anything else to say?
Nope, I think I'm good. I can go pick up the wife.
Oh, sweet. All right, cool. All right, talk to you guys later.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
All right, bye.